Welcome to Rise and Shine Daily Business Tech Boost with me, Charly Leetham. If you're a small business owner looking to simplify technology and get real, actionable advice from someone with 35 years of IT experience, you're in the right place. Every episode, I'll dive into tools and systems like email, CRM, marketing and tracking, and break them down into bite-sized tips you can use right away. Your time is valuable, so let's get straight to the point. It's time to work smarter, not harder. Rise and Shine, it's your daily dose of business tech inspiration with me, Charly Leetham. Episode number 397 today. I am going to do something a little different rather than just talk at the camera. I actually thought I'd give you an example of a spam email that came in, and a scam email, not a spam email, a scam email, and go through some of the things that really sort of got me on it and something that I discovered that is actually really scary. So let's have a flick across to my screen and then I'll come back and have a chat, maybe. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so hopefully my editor has blocked out some of the personal information on this. Not that there's a lot of personal information that comes through on these emails, but there is a little bit there that you should be careful about sharing with people. This is an email that came in the other day, and I immediately hit spam it. I know it's not mine, just spam it, but I thought I'd get in and have a look at it. And knowing that I've actually been caught with this once before, I thought I might just go through the bits and pieces on it. So the email comes through, and the subject line is, "You've sent a $299.99 US dollar payment." Like, well, that's really strange. I didn't send any payments. Does that? So the first thing that your mind does, or probably does, mine does, and I'm certain a lot of other people's do, is, I didn't send anything. I didn't send any money. Oh no, my account has been hacked and people are sending money from my account. Now, the reason I don't panic so much with that is, one, I don't have any money in that account, and two, the linked accounts where it can take money from are empty accounts. You can't take money from them. When I want to transfer money through PayPal, when I need to pay money through PayPal, I take a little bit of time, put the amount of money I need in the account, and then let it draw down on that. So I'm not so worried if someone gets in and hacks my account. I'm not quite as concerned that it's been hacked. The second reason that I'm not so concerned about the money going and being able to send that payment is I run two-factor authentication. And yes, whilst it's not 100% secure, getting through to get into the account at that point is a lot more difficult. The third thing is I also have login notifications enabled. So I get a notice on my Facebook Messenger when someone's logged into my account, and I get an email as well. So I've got a few little things that say, yeah, this is just a spam email. So don't stress, don't panic, don't ring anyone off of it. I'll tell you why I just said that. So let's just go through the anatomy of this email. So let's go through the things that we would normally check. First of all, you've sent a $299.99 USD payment. Okay, that's pretty much a standard subject line you would get from PayPal. It's come from service@paypal.com. I can see that in my from address. And it looks like it's reasonable. It doesn't look like it's got any Cyrillic characters or strange little characters in it. The thing that did strike me as odd is, first of all, this address is not mine. But yeah, this isn't my address that's in here. And finally, this name is not my name. So they were two things that indicated to me that things aren't right. I don't know who Mobile PT is. I don't really care at this point. It's telling me I've sent money come through. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. I come down here and the subject doesn't match the text here. says your note to mobile PT. PayPal has detected some unusual activity on your account. After sending money, someone has archived the transaction history, making it invisible to you. If you did not send money, please ignore this message. However, if you did send the money, ignore it. If you did not send any money, please call immediately at, see here, see how this is like here, 877-869 here. Notice I've picked up a couple of things here to request a refund. And then we go down and it tells us who the card was, where it's going to, all the details. Now this looks like an absolutely legitimate PayPal message to me, except for this bit up here. This looks legitimate. Everything else is perfect. They've managed to duplicate the PayPal template very, 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 very well. Everything's down here. It says, learn to identify phishing. That actually links to the PayPal account. I can tell that. I don't know if it's actually coming up on the screen, but by mousing over it, I can have a look at where it's linking to, and it's linking to paypal.com. It's not linking to a spoof site. The help and contact is linking to a paypal.com site. I've got to check and make sure there's no redirects in it. There may be a redirect in it, but the general link there is linking to PayPal. So initial, just a visual on it, looking at where it's linking to, it looks fine. We've got the PayPal numbers. I haven't checked it. I did check this number here, and I went to ChatGPT. So I copied this number down here. PayPal customer service can be reached at, and I've clicked up here, and I go to ChatGPT. And what I put in here was phone +1 and the phone number that I copied out. And ChatGPT gave me an interesting answer here. It says this number is officially associated with PayPal's customer service. However, there have been reports of individuals contacting this number and inadvertently connecting with scammers. In some cases, scammers have managed to intercept calls to this legitimate number, leading to fraudulent activity. Now, that's from reddit.com. You might not be able to see that on the screen, but that's from reddit.com. It gives you some ideas. So it says that it's linked to the PayPal's customer service number, but to be careful, this about it in intercepting number calls, I'm a little less likely to believe that the calls were intercepted. Here's what I think has happened. I'll go back to this email and we're going to go through this message here. First of all, why in a section of the purchase where you can put a note to the person you are purchasing from, would it say PayPal has detected some unusual activity on your account? That to me is a red flag. No, you wouldn't put that in a note. The fact that that's in a note says to me that this is a scam. This is a spam. There's something going on here. That wouldn't be there. This would be a message that would come from PayPal directly without saying you've sent payment. What I think they're trying to do here is prey on that panic response that occurs when you think you're going to lose money, when you're hitting money. $299.99 USD to an Australian is a lot of money. That's nearly 600 Australian dollars. That's a lot of money to us at the moment. So you're going to have that immediate, oh my God, something's happened, something's gone wrong, oh my dear, oh dear, I've got to do something about it. And then you read on and it says, well, give us a call. And it's got another number here. This number here does not match that customer service number we just looked at, 877-869-0383. 888-221. Yeah, it doesn't match. The other thing that's really concerning here, there's two things in here that grabbed me straight up. First of all, that's not a 1. That's an L. I can tell it's an L because it looks the same here. It's a capital L, probably. No, capital I maybe. An I, capital I or a lowercase L. Looking at it, it's probably a capital I or it's a symbol that's been put in there. That's not a 1. Then we come along to this O here. And you see how that's really rounded and it's really symmetrical? That's not a 0. This is a 0 down here. This here is a 0. Let me see if I don't think I can just, no, I can't just highlight it. This here is a 0. It's not symmetrical. It's more oval. It's got a sharper top and bottom on it than being completely round and symmetrical. So this is not a number to begin with. It is not a phone number. It is a collection of characters and numbers. That you need to, these are the things that you need to be really watching out for. If you get a message like this and you're worried that you've been hacked and you're worried that someone's taking money out of your account, the best thing you can do before you do anything is take a deep breath. A few seconds, even a few minutes to collect yourself might save you thousands of dollars in the future. So take a deep breath, then have a look at the message and read it really carefully. I know people say this to you all the time, but I'm encouraging you to do it. Have a look for these little things like your note to mobilept.com. Does it actually say, does this message actually look like a message you would send? Someone would send to mobilept.com or to a supplier when they're sending money? No. It does not look like a message. That looks like the message is wrong for the type of transaction we're looking at. Have a look at any links that they're giving you. Make sure that the links go to the right pages. Make sure that they have characters, like real characters, real Roman alphanumerical characters, not Cyrillic, not symbols, not pictures in there. Have a look at the phone numbers that are being given. Do the phone numbers look right? And I can tell you right now, this phone number is not right. That is an O, not a 0, and that is a character, not a 1. So 877869, let's assume it's 080383. We could put that into ChatGPT and say phone +1 877 0383 and see what it tells us. I know from personal experience, bitter personal experience, that number there is a scammer's number. How do I know? I got caught with one of these a number of years ago. I was in a really bad way. I was really stressed out. I was not really paying attention. I got the message and I went, I cannot afford to be hacked. I cannot afford to have my accounts messed with like this. And without even thinking about it, I rang that number. The way this scam goes down, you think you're ringing PayPal's number. You ring that number, they answer it. Hi, this is PayPal support. Actually, no, when they answered it, I've just got to think when they answer, hi, so-and-so speaking, I'm like, who am I speaking with? Oh, this is PayPal support. Red flag number 3, to be perfectly honest, but let's assume that you haven't picked up any of these. That's red flag number 1. They didn't answer PayPal. They didn't identify themselves bar a first name. And then when I said, who is this? It's, oh, this is PayPal support. Red flag number 1. Red flag was that it goes on, hi, look, I've just got this message. It looks like someone's got into my account. I don't know what I need to do. I've logged in. I've checked it. It looks fine. Do I need to do anything more? Oh, we'll need to check your account, ma'am. What we're going to do is we're going to send you, oh, you've got 2-factor authentication on the account. Fantastic. Was it 2-factor? No, I had email verification. We're going to send you a verification code. We'll need that code to be able to get into your account. And I'm like, that's really weird. That's red flag number 2. That's really weird. So I got the code and I'm sitting on the phone with them and I gave them the code. Idiot woman. I should not have given them the code, but I did. Give them the code. They get in. They change my password. And they try to send themselves money and then they get out. But I had caught them at that point. I had caught them at that point. And I managed to get in and lock them out, kick them out of the account and lock them out. It finally dawned on me I was being scammed. Yes, it happens to the best of us. It happens to the worst of us. I might be one of the worst of us. That's how that scam goes down, is they pretend to be PayPal, they get into your account, they change your password, they change your email, you lose your account. I then got on to PayPal after that and explained what had happened, and we got two-factor authentication on, and they went through and made sure that there was no one else logged into the account, and I was fine. I've had two-factor authentication on that account now forever. As a result of it, I change my password regularly, and I don't ever give anyone out the code. If someone wants to get into the account, well, no, they can't do that. PayPal has its own methods of being able to check your account without needing your two-factor authentication codes. They've got ways of authenticating themselves to you without you needing that. Okay, this is a lot of information right here. I really wanted to just show you how easy it is to get caught, and I don't want anyone to ever feel bad about getting caught. So let me just recap on this one, and then I'll come back and have a chat to you. So first thing, the first red flag on this was, first of all, no, I didn't send a payment. So that's always a bit of an interesting one. Second one was, this is not my address. This has not been sent to me. They've done this in a different way. It's a spoof. It'll be a broadcast email. It will just be a broadcast email, mass email out to any number of people to say and see who picks up on it. This is not my name. I don't know who Mobile PT is. The biggest one is this: PayPal has detected this note does not belong on this transaction. Then when you get into it, the phone number looks wrong. It looks like it's a combination of characters and letters, characters and numbers, not just numbers. Everything else on this email, however, looks almost perfect. I am sure there are other things in there that I've missed, but it looks almost perfect. So if you do get caught, I get it. I totally understand it. So let me just flick back to have a chat. Okay. So I'm not showing you this stuff to make you guys feel, or make you feel that you've done something wrong. What I really want to highlight here is that it's so easy to get caught. It's so easy to look at something and go, this looks right to me, and allow our panic responses to kick in and override what we would normally consider our good sense. It's okay. It happens. It happens to all of us. It's happened to me. It's happened to my dad. It's happened to my kids, I'm sure. Not that they tell me, but it's happened. I was saying to you, I was sharing the other week, it's happened to my brother too. He picked up on it before he actually finished the transaction, but it happened to him as well. It looked so good. The things that you can do easily when this happens is, when you get a message like that, is to not act immediately. Take a deep breath, take a few minutes, and then sit down and look at the email. Look at it carefully. Go through it. Look for all of those little things that I've just highlighted. Make sure that the message that is in the body of the email actually matches the context of the email. Make sure that there aren't letters and numbers when there should only be numbers. Make sure that the characters are an actual Roman numeral. Make sure that they're English characters. They're not Cyrillic. They're not a symbol that's been dropped in there. It's really easy stuff to miss, so you do need to take that time to go through it. If you still aren't sure that it's a legitimate email, ask someone near you. Take the email over and say, what do you think? Do you think this is a scam? If you don't have that ability, do not click any links from that email. Don't ring any of the phone numbers on that email. Ignore that email completely. Go to the vendor's website, go to their published homepage, find their contact details, and get through to them. Wait on the line, speak directly to them, tell them what's happened. They will be able to help you out. They're, as much as, I might recommend people don't deal with PayPal, or suggest that you don't deal with PayPal. Their support for their scammers, for scammers is really good, or for people who have been scammed, not support for scammers. That's a really bad way of saying it. Their support is really, really good. They're trained at recognizing this stuff. They're trained at how to handle it. They've got really good processes because they need them for their own due diligence and for their own protection in protecting against it and actioning complaints and actioning reports when they get them. So don't panic. That's the biggest piece of advice I can give you out of all of this, is take that breath, take a few seconds, and then go through and have a look at that email, have a look at what you're being asked to do, and then take action. I hope in the next couple of days I can have a couple more examples of scams and spams that you might not quite get, or you might think are legitimate, and what you need to watch out for. I really hope I can give you those. If are you liking this kind of content? Does this content actually help you? I'd really love to know. Please leave your comments wherever you're watching or listening to this video. Send me DMs on any of our social media channels. Come and join me on my community at askcharlyleetham.locals.com. Visit my website, askcharlyleetham.com. Funny, I've got a whole pattern here, don't I? If you can, please remember to like this video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell. And guys, I will see you all tomorrow with our next topic. Bye. Hey there, thanks so much for tuning in to Rise and Shine, your daily business tech boost. I hope today's episode gave you some actionable insights that will make your business tech work smarter for you. If you found value, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with other small business owners who could use a daily boost. For more tips, tools, and resources, visit www.askcharlyleetham.com. Until next time, keep rising, keep shining, and let's make tech simple together.